Alright, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. We just got done practicing and got blessed with some nice weather in Seattle at the end of October. I wanted to introduce you my partner today, Madhav. He is 13 years old, about 9 something UTR, right? Yeah, so I'm 11.7, and you'll see in a second the practice that we did. We have some cool drills. I think the reason why I'm wanting to introduce Madhav, I think, is pretty impressive for someone to play like that at 13 years old, to make it where I can like actually benefit practicing, and it's actually interesting, and we had a lot of cool points. Please watch the video, and I wanted to ask a couple questions of Madhav. First of all, what racket are you using?
I use the Babolat Pure Strike.
And what did you like the most about it?
It has a lot of spin and control.
Cool.
And a nice feel.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will have questions about the equipment, and what about the strings?
I use Tour Bite and string it at 47.
47, yeah. So Tour Bite both ways is pretty brave, I would say. It's pretty stiff string. Right now I'm trying out power, but I'm gonna be sticking back to my Yonex Power Tour spin on the main and Power Tour Pro on the cross. Anyway, last question to Madhav. If you were to pick any D1 school in the nation, which one would you play for?
Stanford.
Stanford. That's a beautiful campus. Why Stanford?
No, I just heard it was good.
That's one of the best schools in the nation and one of the best tennis programs as well. I hope to see you play D1 one day. So yeah, we'll have some more practices coming up with Madhav. So yeah, so stick around. Thank you very much. All right, so here we are again. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for coming back. Today I'm playing with a 13-year-old Madhav. I'm pretty sure he is #1 in the country in 14 and under. And I think it's going to be a very cool. I think it's going to be a cool content for you to see what does it take to be #1 in the country when you're 14-year-old. Like, I'm sure some of my viewers might have kids, or if you're wondering, like, okay, what does it take for my kid to play high-level tennis, to have a chance to be at D1 college tennis. So here we go. I think Madhav has a potential to be, definitely to be like a top 20 D1 school player when he grows up, because to be able to play on this level at 13 years old, I think is pretty impressive. Even though he is 9 something UTR, you'll be able to see that when we do groundstroke drills, when we do different kind of points, groundstroke points. I would say he's playing about like above 10 UTR, because really at 11 and like to be 11, 12, 13, it takes a lot to serve and return, and like obviously in his age it's pretty tough to do that right now. So like I said, here we are playing a tiebreak to 10, just a simple groundstroke game, first ball cross, and then the point starts. Notice how Madhav is also not the biggest player that I've ever seen. I mean, he doesn't have like a lot of muscles, but look at the pace that he's able to generate. And that's also something that is pretty impressive to me. And that is done because if you look at both his forehand and the backhand, both of those shots are very dynamic. So he's really able to utilize all of his weight going into the ball. He's able to accelerate the racket very nicely and have a lot of pop in the ball. It is fair to say that his game style is very uniform. Well, in terms of like he hits the same shot over and over and over again, and here in this case, it's more of like that flatter, low above the net kind of ball, which you would expect from someone playing indoors a lot. But I think if he's able to develop a very heavy topspin kind of ball and be able to mix that up with the flat shots that he's hitting now, it would be a totally different player. But as you can see, he is giving me a lot of trouble even in this Groundstroke game, so which is pretty cool to see. Alrighty, so now we are going into. I just wanted to show you some of the warm-up videos of Madhav with me. Just notice his technique and the way he places his feet on the forehand, especially. So it's mostly open stance. So watch that. See, open stand. It's every single time the his leg placement is perfect. For like he's in perfect position every time he hits the forehand, which is actually it's probably even better than what I do with my legs on the forehand. So that's one of the probably one of the biggest reasons why he's able to be so successful in his ground strokes. Now, while for the full disclosure, I actually messed up this video a little bit because I forgot to turn on the microphone. So it has no sound of ball pop. So you're going to be enjoying listening to my voiceover for the next a minute and a half or so. To take an opportunity, I just wanted to update you on a couple personal things. So I'm still trying to play some of the ATP level tournaments like 15K Futures, and obviously my level has been going down very rapidly, as you'll be able to probably see in this video. Because in Seattle, in fall, winter, spring, it's very hard to play tennis. I mean, there is not much opportunities to play inside. All the good players went to school. Madhav is probably top three players in Pacific Northwest right now, like all in. I mean, I'm hitting with one of the coaches from Woodinville Sports Club, which is Alex Arobin, and I'm hitting with Madhav, and that's pretty much all the opportunities for me to keep my level at least. Now, uh, yeah, so one of the other things is that might go to the Austin tournament, Austin 25K, and I just wanted to see if someone is listening to this and watching this from Austin. Please let me know in the comments if you know someone 12 UTR and above from that area. Please feel free to email me or comment. And just if you just in general watching this from Austin, let me know in the comments. I'm just curious how many people that live there watch this channel. So here in the 30 seconds, we're actually going to go into the body of this video, and I'll show you some of the drills that we did with Madhav on this practice. But yeah, just look at that beautiful footwork for the next 30 seconds or so on the forehand. One thing I actually wanted to point out is that Madhav has one of these artifacts of playing indoors. If you look at follow his forehand elbow. You'll be able to see that when he takes back the racket, the elbow stays really tight to the body, and it stays low. The elbow points down every single time. So that's actually something watching yourself. If you're playing indoors a lot, that just comes from just playing indoors on fast courts too much. And on like when you're playing outdoors, especially on clay, it's going to be impossible to play with that elbow pointing down. You're just not going to be able to have as much of a spin and pop on the ball. Okay, so here we are done with warm up, and we also did a couple of drills where I asked Madhav to. Here, for example, we are playing forehand, and the first. Sorry, we're playing two forehand, one down the line shot. So it's a modification of a figure eight drill, except that I like this better because here you actually get an opportunity to say your feet a little bit more. Figure eight is just all cardio, it's all about running. So it's not really applicable to what you see in actual tennis point. This drill right here actually trains you to it's much closer to the what you see in the match, and it trains you to have a more dynamic shot. So being able to hit a successful forehand and backhand while moving, and at the same time being able to change the direction. The key on this drill is that once you do it with your partner, like obviously it's a great drill too because you can do it literally with your partner in the park whenever you're practicing for matches. And in my opinion, it's probably top three most beneficial drills to win more matches on any level, really. One key thing to watch out here is that if you will notice that the percentage of your shots starts to drop, like you start making less shots in, make sure to reduce the power of your shot. So like if you start with 90% pace, that's probably not a good idea. If you notice that you're missing a lot, go down to 60, 50, and even 40, where you can sustainably hit these balls over and over and over again, so both of you can get the movement. Okay. Now we're getting a slightly different drill. So here we are starting the point. Here we're starting the point through the middle. and I'm asking Madhav to attack my backhand. So that's something. So that shot right there, what he just did, that's exactly what the shots that he needs to do most. So sometimes when I'm playing Madhav in points, I notice that he kind of like just hits the ball and hopes to win the point. And I think that it's time for him to start like learning or be more strategic in terms of, okay, how can I gain offensive position in the point? So usually that's done by that shot right there, where he runs around for the forehand and does. He has two options, either to go inside in or inside out. This one specifically was inside out, like right there, to attack the person's backhand. That's exactly the shot that will help him win way more matches on a higher level, and that's something that he's already able to do. Like, I mean, he has all the tools right now necessary on his level. He just needs to maybe get a couple more tools in his toolbox. But now it's gonna be more about when to use the right tool. Um, so yeah, here is just sometimes when I'm playing this guy, he's able to hit these insane shots that back and down the line out of position. It's uh, it's pretty impressive. Like that shot right there. I mean, when I'm playing guys my level, like I almost never expect that shot to come in off of just a neutral ball down the middle. So yeah, so here we are getting some the same type of drill. Uh, yeah, I believe this is gonna be this is also one of my favorite drills to do, where start off the point down the middle, ask the one of the people attack the other person's backhand. So one person trains offensive shots, the other person trains their defense on the backhand. That being said, thank you very much for watching. Please let me know in the comments if you want to see some more videos with